Welcome back to Only Talk Sports. We talk sports every single day, or at least we try to. I'm your host, Jeffrey, and subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. The AP poll is out for week 9 in the college football season, and let's break down whether I think the AP voters rank these teams correctly or not. Georgia's the number one team, and I think that is fine. Obviously, they had a bye, and you're not going to move a team down for having a bye, so Georgia's still number one. Ohio State is number 2 still after they beat Iowa 54-10. That was a great win for Ohio State, and they should not move at all. Tennessee is number 3 still after beating Tennessee Martin heavily. That was a good one for Tennessee. Michigan is number 4. They had a bye. Clemson's still number 5 after struggling to beat Syracuse. And Alabama's number 6 after beating Mississippi State pretty handily. TCU moves up to number 7 after beating Kansas State. That was a great win. Oregon moves up to number 8 after they beat UCLA. That was a fantastic win, and Oregon definitely deserves to be in the top 10. Oklahoma State is number 9 after they beat Texas. That was a great win. USC had a bye, but they move up because of teams losing. Wake Forest is at number 10 as well after they beat Boston College by a lot. UCLA moved down to number 12 after they lost to Oregon. They didn't drop too far because obviously Oregon's a great team and it was on the road. Penn State moved up to number 13 after beating Minnesota. That was a great win there. I agree with that. Utah is at number 14 and they had a bye, so Utah moved up because some teams lost. Ole Miss moved down to number 15. Obviously, Ole Miss struggled against LSU, and the game was not super competitive, so that's why they dropped 8 spots, even though it was at LSU. The fact that they were playing an unranked team and they weren't really competitive is why they dropped so far. Syracuse moved down to number 16 for losing to Clemson. Illinois is at number 17, and they had a bye. LSU moves up into the poll at number 18 for beating Ole Miss, and they deserve to be ranked. And they deserve to have moved up as much as they did because that was a great win over Ole Miss. Kentucky is at number 19, and they had a bye. Cincinnati moved up to number 20 for beating SMU on the road. That was a pretty good win. North Carolina's at number 21 for having a bye. Kansas State's at number 22 for losing to TCU. It was a tough loss, but I see why they moved down 5 spots. Tulane is at number 23 after beating Memphis. That was a good win there. NC State's at number 24 and they had a bye. And then lastly, you've got South Carolina at number 25, and obviously South Carolina beat Texas A&M. That was a really good win, and South Carolina squeaked into the poll at number 25. The other receiving votes, Texas, they dropped out for losing to Oklahoma State. Not a bad loss, but obviously Texas is 3 losses, and that's why they fell out. Liberty, you can make an argument Liberty could be ranked, but they have 1 loss, but they beat BYU by a lot, and that was a great win. Oregon State is the next team, and they beat Colorado heavily. Mississippi State is the next team, and since they lost to Alabama, they have 3 losses. That's why they're out. Maryland is the next team, and they beat Northwestern. That was a good win. Troy is next, and obviously Troy has been playing pretty good football this season. And then you got UTSA. They won their game. Washington, they beat California, so that was a good one for Washington. Florida State is still hanging around, but Florida State is going to have to win some more games. They're going to move up. And lastly, at Arkansas, same boat as Florida State. They both have 3 losses, and that's why Arkansas is still hanging around, but they're going to have to win some games in the future. They're going to move back in the poll. So for the most part, I pretty much agree with the AP top 25 poll. You can make an argument for some teams to be higher and some teams to be a little lower, but I think they got it about right. Subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Like this video down below. Comment down below whether you think the AP poll got it right or not, and I will see you next time.